Woo, Ryan, guess what? It's show number 100.
Say, to be clear, don't make that kitty quiver. I'm just saying. Check this out.
Yeah, Steve, let's see your wiener.
Bless.
There you go. When you take your shirt off, does it match your chest hair?
You okay, Ryan?
Yep.
You took a little too big of a gulp, didn't you? Got a little brave.
No, this one's, I mean.
Wow. I don't know what happened there. Ryan's not here. Everybody, it's Thursday Night Barbecue Chat. I am Steve Kress, and this is another edition of Thursday Night Barbecue Chat. And yes, we are live. Hold on a second. I got the old Instagrams kicking in a little late. But I am with It's All About the Barbecue. And during the week, you can find me working the lovely, beautiful aisles of Wanamaker's in lovely, beautiful downtown Downers Grove, Illinois. And sitting next to me today, it's not Ryan. We've traded up once again, ladies and gentlemen. We have the one, the only, Ray Barker. She's Raylan Barker today. I almost said little. She's not little Gringa. She's just because she's not really little anymore. She's just Raylan Barker. This is the first time, ladies and gentlemen, she's going out as Raylan Barker. Could little Gringa be?
Oh, I should have put my catering name as well in there.
What's your catering name? Did you hear me? Can you hear me?
Me?
I can hear you. Can you hear me? Uh-oh. Ray can't hear me.
You're really glitchy.
I'm glitchy again.
Our the internet's terrible.
Well, if anybody has watched the show when Ray's on, the internet seems to always be an issue with Ray. She might have to move around the yard there to see if she can find a better location for us to hear. How you doing, Ray? You doing okay?
I can barely, you are so glitchy right now on my end.
Well, that's how it goes, ladies and gentlemen. Let me try and sign out, and I'll come back and see if that helps. All right, I'm going to sign out, everybody. Look at Ray.
You now.
You can hear me now? All right, we're good. All right, so.
Okay.
It's like I said, every time Ray's on, it's always an adventure with the internet, but I think we'll make it. We'll be fine.
Yes. So
Ryan had a soccer game tonight, ladies and gentlemen. He is with his son doing a soccer game, which is a fantastic thing to do. It is always family first. Farm to Fire, Louisiana. I see you there on Instagram. Thank you for signing in. That said that young little is so talented. I must be talking about you because I'm not young and I'm not little. So speaking of that, let's do our sponsors first, Ray. If I can figure this out without losing all of us, I should have had that set up. But of course, I was a little late. Boy, nothing's really working today for me. All right, hold on, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to do sponsors so I can get some of those out of the way. I think it is this one.
Melinda's Hot Sauce, bold heat and flavor. Boar's Night Out, championship level barbecue rubs. Blues Hog, legendary sweet heat barbecue sauce. Marble Ridge Farms, premium quality meats. Fat Cow Jerky, big flavor for serious snacking. And OG Bandits, bold rubs with barbecue attitude.
All right. See, I hate when it's like that because it makes Ryan feel even more important than the fact that I can't do any of this stuff. So he makes him feel needed. So, Ray, how's it been? How was Memphis in May?
I would say it was amazing, first of all, because I got to see everybody. Second of all, because I won the the junior live fire.
Of course you did. Of course you did, Ray.
I know, I'm just that amazing.
All right, try to get back to comments. So anyway, we're going to start the show. We have a guest on. It was supposed to be on when Sonny was on, but he had work and stuff to do. So he's on. We got him for this week. Farm to Fire, Louisiana corrected their comment. It was that young lady is so talented. Well, they know I'm talented too, but. So anyway, before we start, I know I'm gonna go kind of. I got a couple little notes. Good evening, look at Greg Snyder. I'm not going to put the comment up because he's going to steal my thunder. But first of all, I want to do some stuff. We're going to start off with the little sad stuff first. I do want to do a shout out from Thursday Night Barbecue Chat from Ryan. probably the Barker family as well. To Joey Machado for he lost his son, and it is very tragic. I never got to meet Ty, but I have followed him on social media with Joey, and he looked like an outstanding person. He looked just like Joey, just as far as kind and generous to everybody. And our heartfelt sympathies to the Machado family, and hopefully everything. You're never going to get past it. I don't even, as a father, I don't even know how I could make it through something like that. So my prayers and everything go out to all of them, and that you can get past it the best you can, because I know it's never going to be easy, and it's never going to go away. It's just always going to be there. So a heartfelt sympathies to all of you. Ray, did you want to say a little thing or no? Or I can't hear Ray. I can't hear you. Ray's all crinkly. So we'll let Ray come. We'll come back to Ray in a second. Second I want to do is I do want to Greg Schneider kind of stole my thunder a little bit, but he said, "Good evening, guys. Congratulations to Mark Lambert and Malcolm Reed and Kerry Pringle and for the Hall of Fame." That is awesome. That is great to see that there's people that I know that are in the Hall of Fame. Again, Malcolm Reed is great. Obviously, my good friend Mark Lambert, I've deployed with him down at Barbecue Relief. I do want to add one more to that, and that would be in the honorary inductees. Arthur Watts was inducted into the Hall of Fame, and he is the one who developed the recipes for Old Arthur's Barbecue that his great-great-grandson, Udell, and great-great-great-grandson, Udell the Fifth, have brought to market and are doing a great job at getting those out. So if you see Old Arthur's out there, get out there, support them. What a great story for them, great family. Yep. And then Greg also wanted to mention is a very tragic day for the Machado family. And yes, it is. Again, many prayers out to that. But we are going to move, and we are going to head into it, and we will wait for Ray to come back. There's my good friend Adam Sherwin is in here. Adam, it is great to see you. And again, you're like a week away from being done with the Air Force. Congratulations again. I know we won't see you into June. I know I won't, because I'm not going to be here for the next month. So with that, I forgot to ask him how to say his last name, but his name is Joey, and he is also known as the Barbecue Friend on Instagram. So we are going to bring him up right now. Joey, I got to move you to this side because I don't like being on the other side. All right. Joey,
what's going on?
How do you say the last name?
The Italian way or the American way?
Whatever way I can pronounce it.
DiApice.
Oh, I was right. I should have said it. I figured that's what is the Italian way?
DiApice.
DiApice. DiApice. Yes, that's what I thought it was going to be. But after I messed up Sammy's name last week, I figured I'd better take
It's all right. I've been blessed my entire life with no one knowing how to say it, so it wouldn't faze me no matter how we said it.
Well, I figured that's what it might be. Otherwise, I was going to say DiApice, but I figured that it was probably DiApice. So, all right, we're going to try and bring Ray back on again, everybody. Oh, no, her picture's not up. So there she goes. All right, now we're going to try again. Here we go. All right.
Can you hear me?
You're still all robot-like.
That's how you are too.
Oh. Well, me and Joey can hear each other. It's got to be your end, Ray.
It is. I'm so sorry about this, guys. We're in the middle of real outskirts of Austin. So.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm so sorry about this, guys.
Well, it's up to you. You can stay if you want, or if you want, you can go and try and come back in a little bit and see if you can find a strong signal. But yeah, I don't want you to.
I'm going to see if there's Wi-Fi. We'll be right back.
Okay.
That works.
I'll be right back.
Yep. Well, that's our tradition with Thursday Night Barbecue Chat, just how we roll, and things just always kind of go on a fly. And that's like Joey said in the green room. That's what a chat's all about. So So Joey, what got you started in the whole barbecue thing?
Oh boy. I think like everybody else that are going to say COVID, and that's exactly what kind of happened for me. It was COVID. Um, I was big in craft beer before COVID hit. So I brewed a ton of beer. Love doing that. And then when COVID hit, we were trying to I was looking for something that had a little bit more instant gratification than waiting weeks or months for beer to be finished. So I started barbecue, and then destroyed a meal one day, and from then on from then on out, I was like, yeah, this is never gonna happen again, and just went out and bought my first smoker right after that.
So you destroyed a meal.
Yeah, that was a good. That's like my villain origination story.
Yeah.
I lived in New York for a long time. Moved down here probably 14 years ago, which is in North Carolina. So I was trying to embrace my southern roots a little bit, and was making ribs in the backyard. But like any Yankee would do, I had a Weber gas grill. So I spent 5 hours, 6 hours outside filling up that little smoke tray with soaked wood chips every 45 minutes. I had three racks of ribs on it. It was Father's Day. Invited my mom, my dad over, had everybody over at the house. Ribs were done. Everything was great. I decided I want a little bit of char on it. So I cranked the gas grill up to high, went inside to go get a plate, came back outside, and the entire thing was on fire. So I literally charred after 6 hours of cooking these ribs, charred them down to like charcoal. I brought them inside. There was nothing salvageable, and I had to order pizza. And that was like my moment of embarrassment, sitting there for Father's Day, going like, I just completely destroyed this dinner. And I swore from that moment forward, like I will never mess up barbecue again. And here we are.
Yeah. Well, it's more that not only that you mess it up, but it was 6 hours of your time that you.
Yeah.
Let's see if Ray is. Oh, she still sounds crinkly.
Almost.
Oh, no, well, maybe it'll pop in. We'll leave her down there. Maybe it'll pop in. But, there she is. Can you hear us, Ray?
Y'all are super crinkly, though.
Yeah, you're still super crinkly.
I know, there's no internet here. I don't know. Hey, Billy Jake, no ma'am. No. You came in here, you gotta stay in here. Okay?
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. Well, Ray, I don't know if it's. Yep. Yeah, you lost.
There we go.
I don't know. Every time she's on, there's a little bit of an internet glitch sometimes, and well, anyway.
I mean, she's always out and about, some event somewhere, so that girl's always on the go.
I know. I don't know how she does it, because she wears me out just watching all the places that she goes to, and she's always so happy and calm spirited and enjoying.
I mean, if you killed it like she does everywhere you went, I mean, I would be a very happy person as well.
I guess so too.
She's.
So
I don't know how old she is. I know she's probably in her teens, but I mean, that girl can cook. She throws down some serious food.
She does. I want to say she is, and I'm going to take a guess, so Ray, don't kill me, but I want to say she's 14 or 15, I think.
Yeah, that would have been my guess too, because I think Bryson's right around the same age as well. You know, cheese curd. But yeah.
Oh yeah.
Bryson's awesome. But yeah, Ray. I mean, did you the meals that she cooked, open fire for Memphis in May, were incredible, absolutely incredible. So yeah, that girl can throw down for sure.
Oh, I got. Jeez, I hate to tell you, but my eyes are getting worse, and I can't even see what. I got fat kid snacks. Is that right? A young man. He's on Instagram.
Yeah.
He says, I know her. So obviously that's Ray, on Ray's back. And then he's got some laughing faces. And then he said she's 14. So I was close. And then Farm to Fire Louisiana also said she does throw down on that fire. So, all right, we're We're gonna try again, ladies.
One
and
more
gentlemen.
time. Come on, Ray.
This could be the whole show. Is just trying to get Ray
Just
on
trying
the
to
show.
connect with Ray.
Okay, can y'all hear me?
There we go. There's Ray.
Okay. Okay, we got it.
Don't
Just
move
don't-
too much.
Don't move.
Right. Oh, my hands are blue. Sorry about that.
No, that's okay. Well, we were just talking about you anyway, so it doesn't. So to bring you up
Yeah.
to speed, Ray, Joey started smoking. He destroyed ribs on a gas grill, and so that's where we kind of where we got to. So
Okay.
Just imagine my starting point was on a gas grill, and then now we're here doing what we do now. So I think we've come a little far since then. I hope
I
at
think
least.
so too.
I hope at least.
well, I know Ray's gone. Well, for both of you, I mean, you're on this show, so I mean, you haven't gone really far. I mean, this is probably this is like the entry level show for everybody usually. Grill and Light did say, it must have been when Ray was going, so maybe she really does not want to talk to you guys. Well, if Ryan was here,
that's not it at all. That's not it at all.
if Ryan was here, I could understand. Right, Ray does love
enjoy
it.
being on the show.
She does. I don't know. She does great cooking. She's a glutton for punishment. She loves the show. I still haven't figured out, but she does love the show, and I love the fact that at least she loves the show. But well, I was gonna ask you though, Joey, how hard is it to cook on a gas grill? A rib? I mean, I don't think I would think it would be hard. I mean, isn't it hard maintaining the temperature and everything?
I mean, I would say I haven't done it since that day. So, and back then I didn't know any better. So, I basically for that time all I really did was just light the one burner underneath the chips and try to hold it around 250 or so. So that was my attempt at it.
Uh-oh. Greg says we're freezing. Greg says we're freezing up. Who's freezing up, Greg? Us or is it Ray? Because Ray actually seems pretty decent right now. Ray, this is probably for you, but Fat Kid Snacks on Instagram said he stole your shrimp at Memphis in May, and he says best I've had. So
Sorry, you cut out on that end.
uh-oh.
I heard the Fat Snacks stole something. The internet is not working in our favor today,
That's okay.
or at least not in mine.
But he tried your shrimp and he said he loved it.
Yeah, she's
Nope.
doing it. She was in a good cell. So
She
we'll
was
kinda
almost
go-
there.
Well, at least her face froze in a nice smile. Sometimes Ryan gets it and he's all like,
It's all distorted.
yeah. So anyway, so what kind of smoker did you go out and get then?
So I started doing research and I was trying to find, well, the first one I got was a Green Mountain Grill. It was a pellet smoker. I was trying to determine which way I wanted to go. If I wanted to go green egg or something, pellet wise.
I hear they're back in little low screen.
Ray just keeps like bouncing in and out.
She keeps bouncing in and out. Ray, just when you find a good spot, you'll get your picture's not up, but just keep talking and eventually we'll. Oh, there, she's back. But
Kind of.
So you went with the pellet then out of the gate.
I did. I was trying to. So, I think that was like the progression of cooking. I was looking at something that was easy to use to try to get into the way. I'm a technology guy, so I wanted stuff that was technology forward, was able to control it by my phone, take a look at, read temperatures. That was kind of the route that I wanted. I wanted that backyard ease of use. And I was also looking for something that had multi-use. So one of the good things about the Green Mountain Grill was it had a pizza attachment that would go inside so that you can make quote unquote brick oven pizza. So that was something that really intrigued me as well because I'm Italian and I've always wanted to do backyard pizza.
Well, I'm not Italian, but I'm a pizza guy, so
Exactly.
I can see how that would that would be one of the first things I would be looking for is if it can make pizza, because I do have to say pizza on a pellet grill is pretty damn good. It's better than oven. Well, anything's better probably than the oven.
So that was kind of what I did. I started looking at like, the different pellet grill options that were out there, and I kind of broke it down to Traeger, Green Mountain Grill. And one of the things about me is I'm kind of that person that likes to walk upstream. So
Right.
when the trend goes one way or there's a big following in one direction, I always tend to be like, no, that's not for me. I'm going to go the opposite way. So because Traeger was such a big brand name and there was that, the Traeger hood and everybody behind it. And, you go on social media and everyone's Traeger this, Traeger this, Traeger this.
Right.
I was like, yeah, I don't want to be a Traeger person. I want to be something else, be different. So that was where Green Mountain Grill came in. And I was like, all right, you know what? That's where I'm going. I want Green Mountain Grill. So it's kind of like the story of my life. Every time something big comes up and the decision's made, it's like, I'm not going to follow the trend. I'm going to go the opposite way.
You're going to try and forge your own path. Kind of like Ray's trying to do with the internet today.
At this point, she'd probably just be better taking pictures and like texting the group.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, Ray, I mean, your picture was down in the green room, and then I brought it up, and it's a black screen. Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, because at the time you would have done it right around 2020. That was Traeger
it was the height of Traeger.
Traeger was, and I don't know what's happened to them since, but I know I sell Traeger, but I don't know. We're back in. I know, but every time she does that, though, it makes me move to the wrong side. I know everybody. Steve has a thing. He likes to be on this side. I don't know why. I think it has a way that the way I look at the screen, it makes your eye look like you're looking one way, and I'd rather have it look like I'm looking at my guest or unfortunately Ryan. But so that's why. So if you see us moving all around, it's going to be a fun show. People are going to get dizzy. So so then what did you stick with the pellet, or then what did you go to after pellet?
Oh man. So I stuck with pellet for a while. And then I don't know, it kind of like snowballed from there. I went to I still have that pellet grill. I ended up getting another Traeger and another Traeger pellet grill. I bought man, I've got like 60 different grills, to be honest with you. And the progression of when they kind of came in, it kind of all started flooding.
Kind of blurs because they all probably started coming so fast. They all just blurred together.
It really did. I think my first charcoal grill was a master built. I ended up getting like one of the gravity units, and then there was one of the smaller ones. And then I got Primo ceramic grills. Then I hooked up with Tagwood and ended up getting a beautiful Santa Maria grill. Ooh. Yeah, and then it continued and snowballed. And then this past weekend, I just brought home an insanely beautiful TMG Pits coal mine XL on an off-road package, which like this gigantic open fire table. It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable.
So that'll be my second question. But my first question is, if you dare to answer, which one did you like better, the Green Mountain or the Traeger?
I think they both have their perks and they both have their downsides. The Green Mountain grill, I think, is a perfect entry-level grill for somebody. I think the smoke quality that comes out of the Green Mountains are wonderful. There are no bells and whistles behind this grill. It is a very bare minimum grill. The controller, all of that works awesome. The application that they have, it's not this fancy over the top. It does the job. It is it's a very simplistic grill. It's easy to work with. It's easy to clean, not a lot of parts, and it does a good job. The build quality is good. I won't say great. It's good. That grill will last you a long time, but like when you put it up next to like a Timberline XL from Traeger, the Timberline XL, it's a monster of a grill, but it's also 3 times the cost of what the Green Mountain grill is.
Correct.
So with that Traeger, you're getting an LCD touchscreen and all of these fancy gadgets and, thicker insulated walls and all of this on top of it. Yeah. But that all comes with problems as well. I think my Traeger was down 6 or 8 months just because I had problems with the LCD screen. I had problems with the auger. There was problems with the lid light sensor that was there. So, you got to do diagnostics. You got to get on tech support with Traeger. Like, if you have a grill, all of a sudden you're doing tech support. It's like there becomes a part where there might be too much technology into it, where it no longer is fun, and you're maintaining like a monster. It's like, I would say the difference between somebody who's a mechanic and can tune their own 1990 Mustang to somebody who has a brand new Mustang. It's like, okay, that's all ECU controlled and fuel injection. Like, at some point it becomes too much and you need to have a professional do it. Then it's no longer a hobby. It's no longer fun.
Right. No, I mean, that's the Fat Ox Barbecue. My good friend Ty, I don't know if you know Ty from Fat Ox Barbecue. He says pellets suck. He's got a thing with the pellet cookers. But
everybody, listen, I get this all the time. I would say maybe 50% of my cooking is done on pellets. I do a lot of other stuff, open fire, whatever, right? In my mind, there is a time and a place for every smoker that's out there, and pellet grills have their place. They do.
Yeah.
They fit a certain demographic. On a weekday, it's the best thing in the world. I mean, if I work a 9 to 5, so I put something in on the morning, I could work my job and then go out in the afternoon and pull it off the smoker and it's done. I put something on at night, go to sleep, wake up the next morning, and it's done. Like, so there are tons of benefits to it. Some people turn around and say, "Oh, it's not authentic barbecue." Look, we as a society have always pushed to add technology to things to make your life easier.
Right.
What do you think an offset smoker is?
Yeah.
It's not fire on the ground. They built barrels around it to control the smoke. That's technology.
Yeah.
What do all the competition guys use? They use temperature controllers. They use fans. They use things to help control it. They add technology to make a better product. So where's the cutoff? What makes an offset the cutoff to say, no, this is the total amount of technology that you have to have because you have to tend to fire? Okay. But are you really? You're not controlling wind. You're not, you're not doing any of that. You open the door or a shutter, and that's fire management. Yes, but is it compared to open fire? It's not. So, where do you want to draw the line with technology?
Yeah, we're going to get into. Well, I do have to say that to and Ty did. He said he was just kidding. He did say start a fire, be a man, but he said he was just kidding. He's actually what I'm leading to it. I got to say, you keep bringing up stuff, and it makes me ask more questions. But to what you were saying is, obviously, being in the Chicago metro area, obviously pellet is more, conclusive to what people in their back. If I had all the property you had in the back there too, I would love to have a big, huge smoker and do this. But a lot of the backyards, dude, you put even like a patio outlaw in the back, and it's like, dude, it's taken up your almost your whole patio footprint.
Exactly.
So it just depends. I mean, some people might enjoy that. I mean, that would be great, but others, it's, their wife won't let them have to patio be grills. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, most men, that would be perfectly fine. You put a bar on one side, grills all on the other, and we're good to go. You know what I mean?
And I also think of it as, how many times if you have a Kamado or a stick burner, and you turn around and say, I would love to smoke something right now, but I don't want to go through the hassle of lighting up the fire. Or I don't want to take I don't have that extra hour.
Right.
Well, imagine how much more smoking you would do for the ease of, if you had that ease of use. So sometimes pellet grills work. Would I sell a brisket off a pellet grill? Probably not. Can I make a decent brisket on a pellet grill? Sure.
Yeah, I agree with you. Well, let's move in, and Ty, we're going to move into like your neck of the woods now, because I've been listening to Joey, and obviously he seems like you're getting into the open fire revolution of open fire cooking. I mean, because that seems to be, I know I've been enthralled with it for at least 2 or 3 years or whenever it really kind of, I just was watching the videos with Al Fergoni and him putting the stuff on. I'm like, dude, this is the coolest thing ever. I got to find a way to just do it. And as I told Al when he was on the show, it's like, I don't even care if I burn everything. I just want to do I just want to go through the event of doing it, because it, as Ty was saying, and on past shows, it's you're constantly, there's that constant, you're constantly attached to it. I mean, you got to tend your own fire. You got to maintain heat. You got to change levels. You got to move things back and forth. I mean, it's constant. And like you were saying, it's not this, I'm going to throw it in my, throw it in my offset, hook in my fireboard Wi-Fi probes into the whole hog. And then I'm going to sit back and I'm going to watch all the probes and see where everything is. And then maybe every once in a while, go out there and check it. I mean, this is, you constantly have to pay attention to. Yeah. So what dragged you into open fire cooking?
Honestly, it was Al. So I started open fire cooking probably 3 years ago. I knew Al. This was kind of when Al started out with his chimichurri, and the rubs were just starting to hit the market and everything. But Al has always been in the community and a really great guy, like take your shirt off his back type of guy. So I was down at the Meat Church block party down in Texas, and that was the first time I actually met Al. He was doing a demo and giving out samples of his chimichurri, and needed somebody to help out. His sons were busy doing something. So I was like, yeah, I'm down here. We're here for the event. I'll come help. And we made churri pon for, I don't know, 4, 5 hours, 6 hours. And I met Al. He showed me real quick. He's like, hey, this is what you want to do. This is what you want to feel. Cook it like this. And I was like, cool. All right, let's go for it. And I just sat there and cooked a whole bunch of sausage all day. And that kind of started like that initial itch. Then we went to the open fire meetup in Hondo, which was incredible. And we've been there for 3 years now, I think it's been. So this past October was our third year there.
Wow. So you're almost, for Hondo, then you're almost like, you're not, I always say,
I'm not one of the OG 13. No,
the original 13. It's like, well, I don't know. You were from New York, so you probably are a big hockey person, but they always talk about when the original hockey teams play each other, how it's a special moment. But yeah. I told Mike Starr, it's like, you guys should, maybe at 5 years or something, but do like a special like thing for the OG 13 and well, the founding fathers of the open fire meetup. If you look at the video and like the content that those guys put on, like the very first year that they were down there, I mean, it was a bunch of guys who got together in the middle of the field and lit up fires and cooked and smoked cigars and drank whiskey and had a great time. And now you look at what open fire meetup is today, it is nothing like that. While it is still a massive party, and there are fires going everywhere, but it's not the whole, just hang out by the fire and cook and enjoy. It is a production, and it's fantastic. But yeah, I can definitely see those guys just getting back together at somebody's back, probably the Tone's new place, and just hanging out and doing it again like that. I got Ari Ojas says, good evening, fellas. And then over on Instagram, I got La Porca Nostra.
That's right.
He said, my dude Joey, a true gentleman and a true barbecue friend, one of the real ones. So
Ray is an OG. If you want to see some of the best whole hog you've ever seen in your life, Ray is the man. He has been doing whole hog live fire cooking for forever, and it shows. The guy is a true craftsman when it comes to it.
Wow. So you've been, I don't want to say it like this, but so you've been around. I mean, you got the OG of the pigs, and then you would cook them with, I'm jealous a little bit because you cooked with Al. I've been dying to cook with Al.
I mean, we cook sausage, but Al showed me, I've cooked with Al twice. I did the one that was there at the Meat Church barbecue event, and then at Atlanta Grill Company had their yearly festival. Al was there with Tagwood. I came down with Tagwood and cooked a little bit there with them. But yeah, Al's pretty much was like the starter for me And he basically turned around and gave me a cell phone number and was like, you have any questions at any point in time, call me and we'll talk you through it. Now, this was definitely well before Al had turned into the most busiest barbecue person in the world. So I was able to get time these days. I'm not so sure, but no, Al will definitely, he was the true influence for Open Fire for sure.
Hold on one quick second. It was Ray's dad. He said that they just can't get the Wi-Fi to work. So Ray, don't worry about it. I know you love being on the show, so you would be here if you could. So anyway, well, but that's pretty cool though that you got to cook with. We saw him down at the Shed Showdown. Al was there. It's the first time I actually got to meet Al, and he wasn't there in a cooking capacity because I was like, Al, are you cooking? I was like all excited. He's like, no, dude, I'm on vacation. You know, I'm just here to give this award out, or so. I can't remember what he was giving out, but he was just it's like, no, I'm not cooking. I'm like, dang it.
Yeah.
Why? In the weekend I get to see you. You're not cooking. Can't we just go build a fire in the parking lot and cook something over it?
Right. Let's just do this.
Let's just do it. Please make a poor guy happy. Look, I got the sun right in my face. So let me see if anybody else. No, we're all good. So then what got you going into what got you doing into your, because you do a lot of social media. I mean, he does have a social media as barbecue friend is your tag on Instagram and on Facebook too, because I've seen it on Facebook.
Yeah.
But what got you into doing the stuff on your own?
So back when I was doing, like, when I was in craft beer and everything, I was always posting pictures of beer on social media. So my personal page got flooded with beer. And then I basically was like, okay, this is taking up too much. And I created an own Instagram account for that. And that's kind of where I maintained all of that. When I stopped doing that and started into barbecue, the same thing happened again. I started posting a ton of barbecue content and my personal page just blew up with barbecue. And I was like, you know what? I need to separate the two. So let's go ahead and create an Instagram page. But the Instagram page was really kind of dedicated more towards, or at least in the early time, I thought it was going to be a channel for me to basically build a following for my website when my website launched. And I was going to be able to have that audience to say, hey guys, my site's out. Here it is. Go use it. And I would have a larger platform of people that I can push to say, go check out the site. So that was the original thought. And as this content started getting bigger and bigger and companies started reaching out to me, things kind of shifted and was like, oh, now there's an entirely different side of social media that I had no idea existed. And then it was like, okay, well, this is cool. Let's continue on this. Still doing the site, still working on that, but it's just taking a little longer because it kind of took a back seat on that. So.
Well, what would you? Oh, wait, hold on. I got to ask this, Larry. But Larry Vaughn Sr. says afternoon. Larry, where are you at that it's afternoon?
Right?
Because here it's evening. I know we go all across this great big world of ours. I'm curious to see where it's afternoon. Well, you know what? California might be afternoon.
Yeah, that's true.
Me and Larry, or me and Joey are like, you know, we're early evening already.
Yeah, I'm East Coast. It's almost 9:00 here.
Yeah, and we're just about 8. OC Smokehouse says, "What's up, fam?" So I think that's what it says. OC Smokehouse says, "What's up, fam?" He's on Instagram. Thank you everybody for watching for Instagram. Instagram's actually doing pretty good today. I'm excited about that because it's taken us a while to grow the Instagram thing. What was? do you do YouTube at all?
We do. So we're on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, YouTube Shorts, X. Threads,
wow,
Snapchat, you know, all the major channels.
Look at you, wild and crazy.
It is a lot to maintain, and I will guarantee that I am not doing a lot of those platforms correctly, but it's something. So we're trying, you know. I
can honestly tell you, I just do the obviously Thursday nights on Facebook. That's where it started. Then we went over to Instagram, so we got both of those, and then we did. It's always been on mainly Facebook and YouTube. YouTube is a dog to try to get subscribers. So if you're out there, go to Thursday Night Barbecue Chat and subscribe to it because it's hard to get subscribers. Instagram seems to have the best flow.
It depends. It depends on the time. Like, because everything, I believe all the channels ebbs and flows, which is what's really interesting. Like my highest follower count is on Instagram. I think we're 151 or 52, somewhere around there. But it fluctuates. I go up and down 5,000 on the daily. Like it's just all over the place. So TikTok. Oh, there we go. Good, cool. Sorry, had to turn on a light because it was getting a little.
That's
dark.
all right.
Facebook right now is getting a ton of views, but not a lot of subscribers or followers.
Yeah.
TikTok is all over the board. You can have a 20,000 view video and then the next one is 600. Like it's all over the board. But YouTube, I don't get the subscribers, but the views are really good there too. Like I think average is like between 20 and 40,000 on a video. And I've got 20,000 subscribers. So, it's different, but every like I said, every platform is just different.
Well, I know I'm completely different because I don't have half of what you got. As far as I got follower envy a little bit on all your platforms there.
I will say this. Followers, the number does not matter. 100%. You can have 50,000 or 150,000. The biggest thing you always look for is what's your engagement? Are people liking? Are they commenting? And are they reacting to the things that you're doing? And if they are, then you're doing great. That's the only thing that you really need to focus on.
I got reaction envy too a little bit because I don't think reaction. Well, I mean, I do have to say, I mean, it is. I mean, it's a talk show about barbecue. So, I mean, and as you know, and as I've said it 1,000 times, we're in the barbecue bubble. So it's a very limited market that's going to follow. And there's so many things. It's not like we're doing anything super exciting on here, but we're talking. My thing is I just like getting to know people and their stories. And I think it's kind of neat, all the different things that everybody does. Oh, here, Larry answered our question. He is in South Jersey. Just a saying I always say. I've just started my day, got a load of monkey pickles, heading to. I can't even say it. What's that? How do you say that? You're a New Yorker.
Schenectady,
New York. Yeah. Well, Joey's from New York up there, so
originally, yeah, I was from Long Island.
What the F are monkey pickles? I don't even. You know what? I maybe not want to even ask.
That might not be something you want to
unravel. I may not want to bring that on the show, but. That's what the show is. It's a chat, and every conversation it kind of goes on empty different directions. So, you're a lot of your stuff. You do a lot of more. You do cooking and kind of teaching at the same time with a lot of your videos too. It's not just like I'm cooking this and that, but you kind of do a little instruction on stuff too.
Yeah, it's again, that's that walk the different path type video thing. I guess my entire thing is like I try to add value. That's really what I'm trying to do. I'm not looking to make these groundbreaking recipes where you're looking at it and going like, oh my God, that looks amazing, but I'll never be able to cook that. I'm not the most creative person in the world, but I also don't think that those recipes are feasible to be cooked by your average backyard barbecue person. And that's really what I'm trying to, the audience that I'm really targeting is really that. I'm a dad. I work a 9 to 5. I have barbecue stuff that I do on weekends, and during weekdays. So I coach my daughter's softball team. Like we got a lot going on. And I feel like that's relatable to a lot of people out there. So if these are the things that I'm cooking for my family, I'm going to document them. I'll walk you through how I do it. And then it should be something that you could be able to think like, hey, I can go in my backyard and go do this myself. It shouldn't be so far outside the reach where it's like, oh, I don't really know if I can do that. And that's really my point behind all of it. I want it to be approachable. I want it to be delicious, but I also want it to be something that, you can get out there and go do and not be afraid to go try it. And it's not going to take you 7 hours to put together a small recipe for an appetizer. It's going to be something,
Right.
Something quick.
Well, and I think the thing too, I mean, even if you took some of the little more complicated ones and did it so people can see, I think there's a lot of people, there's the fear of smoking and that kind of stuff. And it's really not as hard. I mean, basically you're throwing meat on there. You're just managing temperatures and check it. I mean, it's not as scary as it sounds. I think a lot of people just, and you may help with doing that kind of stuff. And I try to, when we do the classes, it's just like, all good barbecue started from a lot of bad barbecue. I mean, so don't
100%.
Don't feel bad if you you screw up. I mean, look at you burned your first ribs. I mean, so it's like, and I'm willing to go to open fire and just burn the piss out of everything. Cause I mean, it's just that's going to happen. Just make sure that, it's not your kid's graduation and you have 60 people over and you decide that's the day you're going to cook your first brisket. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, so then you're setting yourself up for a lot of pressure. I mean, cook a brisket on the Sunday. And if it turns out like pot roast, then, oh wait, whatever, write down what you did and try again for next time. And I think a lot of your videos, I think they kind of allude to that. It practice, fail. But this is how you can do it.
This is how it is. I mean, trust me, I to this day, I still mess things up. I mean, I overcook steaks sometimes. It happens. I undercook steaks sometimes. It happens. You roll with the punches. You make what you do with it. There are things I make where it's like, this was a miss, and it is. And I have absolutely no problem admitting that to anybody on the internet because it's real. You're gonna go through it yourself. So, look, the internet is full of this is the best thing you've ever had.
Right.
I'd like to be a little bit of like, hey, this will get you a good meal during the week, but it's not gonna knock your socks off, but you'll be able to you'll enjoy it. So
well, I did ask when Malcolm Reed was on. I think I've asked Malcolm Reed and Heath Rouse because at the time when I started the show over at Wanamaker's, I did live from the barbecue department at Wanamaker's. Those were the two big dogs. Heath Riles was shooting the Q, and then obviously
how to barbecue right.
How to barbecue right. And I think I've asked them both. It's like you guys put out all this content, and it all looks so absolutely amazing. I said, you guys ever thought of doing like a blooper reel? Like where you open it up and it's like I just burnt the piss out of that.
Yeah,
we can't do that. We got to forget that one. We're going to have to reshoot that tomorrow and use something. We're going to have to do it again because I just ruined it. I mean, I would love to see that. Would be more exciting to me. I would want to kind of see like Hall of Famers get all like mess up a little bit.
I do. I for sure do. I don't know. He's cooked so many ribs in his life. I highly doubt he could mess up a rib. Like I think even if he tried, he could probably still make a rib better than I can. So,
dude, he's speaking. Dude, he is on.
I mean,
he is
back to back.
I don't even know if I've even mentioned it. I think I forgot. I don't know if I mentioned it on the last show or not. But yes, I mean Heath Riles. 4 out of the last 5 years, he's been grand champion in ribs, and now he's just won back-to-back grand champions of Memphis and May for the first time in 42 years. Dude, that is like. And the funny part is before my buddy John David Wheeler won the grand championship with ribs, ribs hadn't been like the grand champion in like 10 years or something like that. And now it's like 3 out of the last 4 years. Yeah, 3 of the last 4 years it's been ribs. So it just goes to show you, everybody, with barbecue, it's any given Sunday and any given bite that can win you something. Because I'm telling you, it's interesting. So.
Yeah, for sure.
But going back to the social media thing, because obviously doing this, and I know what my day is going to be for the next couple of days is editing all this stuff. How long does it take you to get something from the time you shoot it to the time you get it on? How long does it take you to get something ready to go?
All right, you ready for my schedule? Usually I'm posting 5 days a week. It's usually Monday through Thursday. It depends on kind of what's going on. If we've got softball practice, sometimes something doesn't get shot that day. And I usually take weekends off to be with family. So I try to budget my time as best I can. So I will probably grocery shop in the morning or during a lunch break, get everything set up and filmed that afternoon for dinner that night. My family will eat what we shot.
Oh, nice.
But have everybody goes to bed. I get everything loaded on my phone, edit it that night. In the morning, I'll do the voiceover and then post it the next day.
Wow.
So what you guys see on the channel is literally probably what we've ate for dinner the night before. Unless it's like branded content that has to go through like the whole process and whatnot. But most of the time it's like, this is what my family's eating. This is what we ate. This was dinner the other night or lunch that day. It is literally backyard barbecue now posted on social media.
Right. What would you say your percentage of branded stuff to your own personal dinners? Is it still more your dinners than it is branded stuff?
Yeah, it depends. Like for right now, this time of year, because this is like the beginning of the barbecue push, I would say a little bit more stuff is branded content just because everybody's looking for content.
Yeah.
But when we get into like the middle of the summer into like fall and stuff like that, I mean, I'm not doing that much branded content every month. Maybe one a week, 2 a week, maybe at most, I would say at most.
Yeah. That's not bad. Yeah, no, I'm up at like tomorrow. Well, I've started doing, cause I've gotten lazy. Because it does, I mean, as you know, I mean, it just takes so much time. I started doing with the StreamYard. I'll click this video tomorrow morning and let the AI generate the clips that it thinks are. I used to, before I did the AI thing, I mean, I would be up at 5 o'clock in the morning on Friday and I'm watching basically the whole show again. And I'm snipping out little 1 minute things, or if it's 30 seconds or 1 minute or anywhere between 30 seconds and a minute. So I was doing that. And then to me, the hardest part is getting it to all the, sharing it on YouTube, sharing it on TikTok, getting it onto Facebook, getting it onto, Instagram, tagging everybody, getting anything that needs to be tagged, if collaborations and this and that. And it's a lot more. I, as I've said 1,000 times on the show, I didn't think at almost 56 years old that I'd be doing all these social media things. You know what I mean? But, it's kind of fun. I just like, and then it becomes like this thing to see. And like you said, there's absolutely no rhyme or reason as to what goes and what doesn't go. And I mean, I've done, the other day I posted a clip on YouTube with Sammy from a couple, and I mean, they're almost like the exact same clip. I mean, there's not that much difference between them, and maybe it's the wording or whatever. That one got 793 views on Instagram. Next day, YouTube, and then the next day I'll post, Sammy. It was Sammy again, and maybe a little different thing, and it gets like 11 views. And it's just like, I mean, like, dude, it's like the exact same time. It's like the exact same hashtags as the one before. It's like, why did this one get almost 1,000 and this one didn't get, hardly any? It doesn't make any sense at all. It makes it even more frustrating.
That's when, and this is my biggest advice to anybody who's starting or wants to start content, is that's when you just need to post it and not care about the views, because you have to remember the reason why you're posting in the beginning and to the first place. Yeah. You're posting because you want to share food and recipes with people. You're not doing it for the views. Right. So if your entire focus is to make a video for the views, you won't get the views. Yeah. Make a video because you want to make the video. Cut it the way you want to cut it. Make the food that you want to make, because then it's authentic to you and people will realize that it's authentic to you. And that's when people will start seeing it, recognizing it, and the views will come. Views are always going to be the after effect of passion. So keep the passion, keep the reasoning for what you're posting, what you're authentically wanting to post, and then everything else just becomes, second to that.
Yeah, I agree 100%. I mean, there's so many, there's so much everything of being the exact same, and that just be yourself, and like you said, just stay true to who you are, and just you're going to have a fan base. I mean, look at poor Adam that was on here. He's been following me in this goofy shows since I was on that. I mean, he's been like 5 or 6 years, and he's still here. And obviously, he's a glutton for punishment, as like Ray, because I've never found the shows extremely exciting, other than the fact that I enjoy, and that's probably what part of it is. I'm a barbecue geek. I don't really cook hardly at all, if at all. I enjoy the barbecue, the whole persona of what's going on in barbecue. I like meeting all these people. And I've had people that have asked me before the show, it's like, are there questions you're going to ask? And I said, can I know the questions you're going to ask? And I said, well, not really. I said, because I don't ask them until I'm in the conversation, because I'm excited just to learn your story. So as you say stuff, I'm just going to ask questions out of the blue. So it's like I said, it's a chat, and that's it. So I'm trying to ask the questions that I think everybody over there in the comment section is going to want to ask and want to know about somebody, because some people just don't want to ask questions. Which I don't know where everybody went, but nobody's asking any questions today. People can help me out by asking some questions.
I've actually had a hard time on Instagram today. This I feel like it's being glitchy on me.
How's it? No, I didn't do too much. How many times do you? I know you said what you did the days you did it, but how many times a day do you post on everything?
No, only once.
Once?
So I'm only posting one. Well, I shouldn't say that. On Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, that's just once a day. Facebook's a little different, just because the way that Facebook acts with reels and things like that. I've got a list of content from the last 5 years that I've been doing this. That's on that. I think I kind of have that scheduled to post almost every hour and a half or so.
Really?
Yeah.
So you keep rehashing the same stuff?
I mean, you got to think each year, right? Each year we make videos. Some are upwards of about 150 to 190 different videos that we're doing each year. So, if you post, for 5 years, if you post, 2 videos a day from the same year over 5 years, that's 10 posts over the course of the day. You're still at 80 days or 90 days worth of content that you're not repeating. Wow. So after 80 days, you can kind of go ahead and say, all right, well, now we can reset repost, because no one is remembering anything from 90 days ago. So
people won't even in 3 or 4 days ago, they probably remember that.
But you also have to think that the videos that you're posting are not hitting your audience. Like, maybe when you look at stats, it's like 6, 8, 10, 12% of your followers are seeing your content, and it's everybody else new. So if you were to repost that and it hits another 10 or 12%, what's the odds of it being repeat people? So, you're not overflooding your followers. So, reposting is okay. I just wouldn't repost the same thing every day.
Now that I could see. No, that's a very interesting thing. No, I did actually. I do have to say it was Keith from Smoking Griddle Boys, who's usually on here. He did, and I didn't even think, because I did the reels, and I was doing the reels every day, and he's the one who brought it up to me. He's like, dude, you got all those past shows, and I'm like, yeah. He's like, well,
post those clips.
Post clips from those past shows, because it's like,
I'm gonna slide underneath a light, get a little bit, try to see if I can get a little bit more light.
Yeah. Yeah, you just between the hat and the beard and everything, now you're just eyes.
Just like a dark face.
Yeah, that's all right, because we can. But
I'm outside. I'm outside on the porch, so
I kind of like it, because I hate to say it, everybody. I'm just going to tell you, I used to be a Florida guy. That's where I was going to retire. I said, but now it's like it's Carolinas. I love the Carolinas. They're just absolutely gorgeous. You drive through the Carolinas, it's beautiful. Yeah. And then now from going to the shed,
don't do that.
That was kind of like we're going to tell ghost stories.
I was trying to see if I ran the flashlight on my phone, but let's not do that. That's
the new one now that I think that's in the lead is, believe it or not, is Ocean Springs, Mississippi.
Oh, really?
We've been down there the last 2 years, Trisha and I, for the Shed barbecue thing, and it is just, I don't know if I can afford Ocean Springs, but that's a whole different story. But it is actually a gorgeous. Now I don't live there. I mean, everybody may have a different opinion of where you live, but it's absolutely gorgeous. I mean, I love it. Just it's getting now to where the Shed just happens to be on my vacation.
Nice.
Because it's gotten so it's like, I mean, we went down a day or two early. The place we stayed was perfect. It was like downtown was like literally like, and not even a half a mile, like a half a block away. And then, maybe like 4 blocks away was Biloxi Bay. And so it's like, it was just like, dude, this is like the best of both worlds. It's like this charming old Southern town. And then you got the bay, which is, you couldn't even tell me that it wasn't the ocean, even though it's connected in some way. But I mean, you couldn't even tell me what. I mean, it's just a nice big calm body of water. So that's it. But the Carolinas are gorgeous. So seeing that stuff in the background is you're a lucky man to be living there. That's all I can say.
Yeah, we are lucky. We've got 7 acres of property here, and we're next to a 60-acre cattle ranch, and then behind us is another probably 200-acre cattle ranch. And then next to them is about 1,000-acre cattle ranch. So we're in the middle of nowhere. It's wonderful that we're in the middle of nowhere. That was our goal. So
has anybody ever come like knocking on your door that there was some cattle missing? And
we've had a couple times where somebody came down our driveway and was like, "There's a cow in the road up here," and be like, "Oh yeah, that's not mine, but I know the owner, so hang on, we'll go." Go drive down with the truck and try to push him back in the gate.
I was just curious with the smoker going and cow missing, kind of like, hey, Joe, did you happen to see a cow?
We do, because we're North Carolina, we do a lot more pork than we do beef, I will say. We do love steak, but yeah, you know what? I have a very unpopular opinion, and I'm not a big brisket person.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, see, from where you're at, and I know, I'm sorry, Kansas City people, because I know I'm in that Kansas City bubble being up here in Chicago. I love pulled pork with a good vinegar sauce.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's lighter, and I think it lets the meat, the pork be the pork, and it just highlights it when you pour the barbecue sauce on. I mean, it's so much sugar and everything else that all you're really tasting is the sugars.
It's barbecue sauce. That's it.
Is barbecue sauce. That's why, I mean, obviously I teach the guys that come into the department. I don't really sell a ton of sauces, only because of the fact that that's how I put it. It's like, good barbecue should taste good without a sauce on it. It should be a condiment
100%.
on the side. But I am a big brisket person, but I do like the Texas style, the salt and pepper garlic, a little bit of a peppery bite to the brisket. I'm not a Kansas City sweet brisket, but I do love the vinegar pulled pork. That would be mine with a little slaw on top of it. Yeah, give it a little. So
that's our go-to. That's our one big thing. We just got a brand new whole hog cooker from BBQ Grills. So we've been doing a lot more whole hog now. But we've got three different sauces actually coming out very soon that we're going to be bottling. We've got an Eastern North Carolina vinegar sauce, which is just true vinegar, hot sauce, some seasoning, like as traditional as it gets for Eastern North Carolina. A Lexington, I would call it a Lexington style, but it's not really Lexington. It's more of a sweeter vinegar, so there's no ketchup in it, but there's more brown sugar, not as big of a bite. So we've got that one. And then we have a mustard-based South Carolina barbecue sauce. So those are kind of like our big three that we use and that we like. So we bottled them up, and we'll get those out soon. And yeah.
Wow, that's a whole nother. Yeah, I mean, but I kind of like. But again, you're taking. Yeah, obviously being up here in Chicago though, but you're taking the path less traveled, depending on obviously where you're at.
Yeah.
Because they've got a sweet, they got a spicy, they got you're doing all vinegars.
Yep. I mean, so you have to, again, it's the path least traveled by a lot of people. Right. But, you know, think about your influencers in barbecue. Who are they? You've got Texas. Texas is huge. A lot of Texas barbecue. Everybody's brisket, beef ribs. California guys. That's the next big one. And you've got a whole bunch of Texas guys. Tri-tip, open fire, Santa Maria's. Al, major open fire cooking. But where are your North Carolina style influencers? North Carolina it's a staple when it comes to barbecue. Now, we have some amazing pitmasters here in North Carolina, but what's their presence on social media? It's not. They've got insane restaurants. I mean, you've got Chris out. Oh my God, there's a moth the size of flying around here. You've got Chris from Prime Barbecue, Banff, Sam Jones. I mean, whole big name people. But the social media presence just really isn't there. So I want to make North Carolina barbecue and pork, that I want it to show or give it its light that it's due for, in the world of barbecue. So that's kind of our focus. And I'm not out here to reinvent the wheel. So we've got 5 different barbecue rubs that we're working on right now as well. We're in the process of just getting co-packing and everything finished up, but I'm not doing a traditional, I'm not doing a Texas barbecue rub because I'm not from Texas and everybody has salt, pepper, garlic. So why do we need that?
Yep.
I'm not doing a traditional, barbecue rub. There's a million of them. Why do I need to make that?
Right.
I love Meat Church Barbecue. I'm an ambassador for them. I love all of his rubs. So there's no reason to create a rub that's just like theirs. It's just, there's no reason. If I want a rub like that, I'm going to use Pittman's rub. I mean, Meat Church is great. I'm going to use it. So we're going to do a little, touch for me. I'm making an Italian seasoning, and I'm making an Italian seasoning that is designed to be for Italian food or for live fire and poultry and pork, turkey. You can use it on a lot of things, but it's not just a traditional Italian seasoning that you go buy off the shelf. It's got a lot more flavor inside of it. I'm going to do a North Carolina style rub because how often do you see North Carolina as a rub? What could you even say? I know what North Carolina style rubs are.
I don't, besides vinegar, besides the vinegar sauce, I don't. You're exactly right. I mean, it's Carolina barbecue it's really overshadowed by Kansas City and Texas that it doesn't get. And I can honestly tell, and I'll tell everybody out there. I mean, the Carolina pulled pork is my favorite pulled pork in the whole wide world.
100%. Yeah. So, you just look at it and it's just different, and nobody highlights it, and everybody overlooks pork, and it's like, oh, pork shoulder is the easiest thing to make. Yeah, sure it is, but you can mess it up. I mean, could you mess it up? In the realm of can you overcook pork shoulder? Yeah, you can turn it to mush. Can you undercook pork shoulder? Sure, it can be tough. But texture, if you can nail a pork butt, the texture of a pork shoulder that is cooked correctly, the texture is it's everything. So then if you get flavor behind it, just on a rub, you don't need a sauce, but the sauce is there to complement the pork. It's not there to hide the pork. So that's North Carolina barbecue. It's add the vinegar to complement the pork, and that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna make it something special. I will carve my way, and like we've said multiple times, it's always going to be on a different path than everybody else.
The path less traveled. I'm kind of. I go through it here because I'd say the same thing when I'm at the store. I said, well, I tell people at the store, I said, well, my favorite pulled pork is a vinegar sauce, and they're all just like kind of like, it's kind of like
Right.
They can't they don't get it. If it doesn't have all that sugar. I'm telling you, man, if you got a good pulled pork with that, oh man, now you're getting me into. I really want some
So you almost just said my catch line.
What's that?
You're making me hungry.
You're making me hungry, dude. You're making me hungry for that. You're making me hungry for that damn pulled pork with the vinegar sauce on it now because I'm freaking that dude is. Dude, it's so right.
Well, what you'll have to do is when we're done, you'll have to send me your address. I'll make pork. I'll freeze it, put it in a vacuum seal bag. I'll ship it out to you with a bottle of our vinegar sauce, and then you can put it all together, and you can tell me yay or nay on it.
Oh, we'll do a live something for that. But yeah, you let me know. Well, you let me know more. I'll give you a couple. You can mail it to that stuff to the house. Yeah. And then I'll give you my email address for work because I think I think it's a whole part. I mean, and for those of you that are in Memphis, don't get all pissy that I only said Kansas City and Texas because I kind of lump Memphis, even though I know
they're totally different, but they're kind of the same.
It's kind of the you use sweet sauce. That's what we're kind of getting at. Is you use sweet sauce. I know Memphis dry rub's got its own different flavor than Kansas City sweets and all this other stuff. But I'm up in Chicago, so I kind of group in this whole middle area as the Kansas City Love Bowl here. But because I might, dude, that's a whole different line. I get people every once in a while. I do get people that ask for vinegar. I only have Heath Riles' vinegar and I have Malcolm Reed's vinegar, and those are the only two.
Both are great. They're both very good. But you look at the ingredients and they are sweeter.
Well, and you know what it is? I had Mark Lambert on the old show a long time ago. Mm-hmm. And at that point I did carry his vinegar sauce because obviously I'm a vinegar guy and I had it. And I was asking him about it and he says, it's a vinegar sauce, but it's not a true, as you just said, it's not a true vinegar sauce because people from this area, they couldn't handle.
They want it sweeter.
Yeah. Right. They want to taste the sweet. So it's probably a little bit more sweet than what you would find if you were going to a traditional. I love that. The sweetness of the pork, then with man, you really got me on that. That's all I'm visioning now is this pork and the different flavors between the sweetness of the pork and then the savory of the vinegar kind of working on each other. And man. But
you gotta think about
potato chips too.
Yeah. You got to think about, vinegar sauce is a very simple sauce. There's not a lot of ingredients, but there's so much room for error because it's so simple. Usually the simplest things in the world are the hardest things to cook. Like you talk about pizza. Pizza is the simplest ingredient list, but one of the hardest things to cook. So, when you get into the world of vinegar sauces, if it's got the basics, Texas Pete, vinegar, wow, that thing was huge. It was like that. And they all come out at night, and in North Carolina, bugs don't play around.
Yes.
No. But yeah, so you just gotta find a good sauce that's blended correctly. Vinegar, Texas Pete, your spices, and it all just works.
Yeah. Well, to add to your bug thing, I did go once. We went to it. It was in Fleetwood, North Carolina. I don't know if that's anywhere near you or whatever. But we rented a cabin. This young lady and I that I was dating at the time, and obviously, it was gorgeous where we were at, and we're like, oh well, let's go sit out. It's nice and calm, and obviously growing up in the suburbanite area. You go into this cabin and there's nothing around you and it's pitch black and it's quiet as all hell. It scares the living piss out of you because you're so used to hearing stuff and seeing light. But anyway, so we had accidentally left, you have the little porch light, but it had string lights going around it. We left those on there. Dude, I opened that door and it was, thank God there was a screen door besides it. It was you're right. They are the biggest. They were just everywhere. And I said, nope, we ain't going outside today. I said, we're sitting out on the deck and during the day, but as soon as that sun goes down, we ain't sitting out there because that thing, we would have got destroyed. So
we love, I mean, go ahead.
The question for you now, going on to a whole different subject, because you did mention simple ingredients and one of yours and mine favorite food. Why is it that the pizza in New York and Chicago tastes so much better than anywhere else?
I will say the water. I'll always advocate water.
You think so?
Yeah, I mean, so the minerals and everything that's in the water do make a big difference. And a lot of time, people will try to break down water, then rebuild it back with minerals to try to get the pizza that way. At least down here they try to. But yes, there is nothing like New York pizza. And some will argue New Haven, like the DiApice charcoal cooked pizza. That'll forever be an argument. I will always say Brooklyn and New York City have the best. So
well, I mean, that's because Chicago, they got the best pizza, and that's
I'm not a fan of the Chicago deep dish.
Well, here, and my good friend Ray Lampy and I have this conversation quite a bit when he's been on the show. We do like to bring up that, believe it or not,
that's not Chicago pizza.
True Chicagoans eat tavern style pizza.
Yeah, it's always bar. It's that bar pie, the square cuts, thin crust
squares. Yeah. I do have to say I do love a deep dish pizza, but that's only from time to time. It's not the tourists, I think, eat more deep dish Chicago pizza than actual true Chicagoans. But I do like a good Chicago deep dish pizza. But dude, it's like you can have like one piece and then you're done. What do you do with the rest of it? So.
Yeah, I mean, if I was to go to Chicago, the first thing I would be getting is an Italian beef.
Oh, I love Italian beef. Italian beef is really good.
Yeah, you can't get that anywhere else but Chicago.
You think so? I haven't. Well, you know what? I haven't tried that. I haven't tried anywhere. I have tried pizzas elsewhere. Yeah, and it's not. No matter where I went, it just doesn't have that same whatever to it. But
yeah, I don't know. It's the Chicago beef. I think it's the only thing that there's nothing that can compare. It's like the same thing saying like you can't get a good Philly cheesesteak out of Philly. I think some people try, but you're not getting the bread. The bread is what makes it. So,
or do you think or is it the bread, or do you think it's like a lot of these like in Philly, like for the cheesesteak? Do you think it's just? The only
anybody
can get ribeye. Yeah, but it's like the one or two places that are like famous for their. Is it because they've been in business so long and their cookers just have that build up seasoning on it or something that just adds that extra flavor to it?
I don't think so. Like you get the whole Pat versus Geno's bit, but then anybody who's from Philly knows that if you mention Pat or Geno's as being the best cheesesteaks, you get, you're gonna get booed out of there. Because that's like the tourist cheesesteak places. But you gotta get, it's gotta be shaved ribeye, it's gotta be Cooper sharp cheddar, and it's gotta be white. Those are like the quintessential pieces of being a true Philly. But you can get ribeye anywhere. You can get Cooper sharp white cheddar. So what's the distinction? It's the bread. It's always gonna be the bread.
What kind of bread? What makes the bread different? What kind of bread?
I don't know. There's a place that makes rolls for that, and a lot of those places actually make their own. I don't even know the name of some of these, like off the top of my head, but I do know that there are, like, if you're from Philly, this is where you go to go get a cheesesteak, and that's where you get the cheesesteak.
See, now it makes me want to go out and find somebody that owns a cheesesteak place in Philly and have them as a guest on the show so we could dissect the cheesesteak. I hate to tell you, everybody that's watching Thursday Night Barbecue Chat, I'm telling you, the guests are going to be whatever interests my curiosity as to whatever. So you may like we had on the beginning of the year, we had Miranda from Sucre Dulat Bakery down in Ocean Springs, Mississippi, because we were down there and we had her king cakes and I loved it. And she's a small business and I love promoting small businesses. we had her on together, and one person's like commenting, "This is about barbecue," and I'm like, "Well, it's kind of a stretch."
It's about food.
Yeah, she served her king cakes at the Shed barbecue joint, which is like one of the palaces of barbecue in the country. So it's kind of like a roundabout way to barbecue. But
yeah,
I'm all about food and like I said, knowing everybody's story and their whatever. But well, Joey,
not everything barbecue has to be smoked. So
no, I mean, because I hate to tell you, like some of the best barbecue things are desserts, and they're not even smoked. I just tell you, barbecue people just know how to eat.
So I'm gonna bring this up, and I have to give a shout out to these guys for this one. They at Memphis in May on the open fire, I believe it was the NorCal guys. They made ice cream, smoked ice cream.
Oh, that was I think that was because that was
NorCal.
because Ty was we had on our Memphis in May show. Ty took us around, and he ran into Chris Bonotto, and they made, I think their whole theme was cinnamon toast crunch. So yes, they did cinnamon toast crunch sausage with ice cream and stuff like that. By the way, everybody, July 23rd, Chris Bonotto is going to be on the show.
Nice.
I'm going to tell you, you don't want to miss that show, because if it's going to be anything like the 3 minutes that he was on the other show, we're in trouble. And hopefully it's the full show. The whole footage, hopefully on that day, will be Chef Fig from Melinda's, and then Flavor Train, Chuck Motto, Flavor Train will be on there with Chris. And
Nice.
From what I've seen on some clips, Chris and Chuck together, I don't know if I'll have to say anything the whole show. I think
they are both personalities. They'll
just go off each other the whole show. So which is
both amazing people. Like truly amazing people, great chefs, great people.
There's so many great characters. You're one of the great characters. I mean, everybody that I've interviewed had great characters as far as barbecue, and it all adds. It's all one big huge. Everybody makes that bubble go around, and that's what I love about the whole thing. So, but I appreciate that. Spoken Griddle Boy. I love to eat. Spoken Griddle Boys just were on. We just talked about you a while ago about social media content and stuff like that. But they're local guys around here. They're actually getting into the open fire too with the whatever the Blackstone thing or
the new Blackstone that just came out.
Yeah. Did you see? Oh, I don't know if you watched the show. If you go, did you see? Or were you, that the new one that Weber came out with that they're coming out with?
No, I didn't see the Weber one. I know Even Embers has a whole bunch of new Santa Marias that they're pushing. Blackstone has the one. I did not see a Weber one. Who?
Yeah, Weber. If you go back and watch the Memphis in May show, I think it was 2 weeks ago.
Okay.
Ty, I don't know what part it's in, or you could probably look for some of my reels on the page. It'll come up and show it. But Ty got them to actually give us a tour of the thing's not coming out till 2027. But was able to have them give us a tour of the open fire cooker. And it's only going to be $1,200 or $1,300, so it's actually pretty nice for that.
That's still up there though.
It is up there. The Blackstone one I think is a little bit less expensive, but
I mean, if you look at the fire one is what, 800, 900?
Yeah, I haven't checked out too many. You know what? Because I can't sell them. I'm going to tell you. I mean, everybody talks about the open fire crates, and it's out there, and it's going. But a lot of the stuff it starts from the coasts in the south and moves up to the north. Because I mean, I still get people. I got the Brio open fire cooker out there, and people look at it and they're just like, "What is this?" Yeah, like it's a fire pit, but you've got a grate over the top of it. And then it's like I explain it to them, like I get excited, like, "Oh, this is really great. You can put it in here, and then you put this grate. You can move this grate up and down. You can swing this out and swing this in and front." And they're still like, "This is too much." But it's a fire pit, and I'm like, "Yeah, no, you're not. You're just not." So that's when I usually tell them, I'll say, "You know what? Do me a favor." I said, "Go home. If you're on Instagram, watch Al Fergone's site, and that's what open fire cooking in. And no, this isn't like what Al cooks on, but at least they'll get you an idea of what cooking open fire is right." Yeah, honestly, the other good one to see someone similar to that is Derek Wolf. He has a lot of videos on the Brio style, that kind of stuff. Yeah. So, Well, Joey, I'll let you go. I mean, we're at an hour and a half. That means
We could
everybody
talk forever.
I know we could talk for some of these shows. I do have to say, and I always bring it up. I mean, we could go forever. Randy Pauly still holds the record. Everybody, he was at 2 hours and some minutes. I think that we chatted. There's been a bunch of hour and 45s, but man, yeah, I could keep going. But I mean, we got to end the night. Well, not only that, I do feel a little bad because they can barely they can kind of see you, but not see you. But
I was gonna say, yeah, it's a little. It's just like it's just cheeks.
You're just eyes and everything. But yeah, we'll let you go, and then we'll have to get you back on again. If not later in the year, early next year, whatever, just to see how things are going and with the sauces and all that other stuff. But keep me informed on that, especially. I'll reach out to you. Like I said, I'll give you my work email address, and we'll get the address so I'll do a live tasting of your pork. Awesome. Pork sauce. I love it. So, but anyway, all right, Joey, I'll let you go. Thanks for coming on. Thanks for rescheduling. That was awesome of you, and I hope everything goes well. And I'll keep following you and liking. And oh, you know what? Plug all your stuff. I forgot to tell you. Plug all your stuff to whoever's on here.
Yeah, so we have we're on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, YouTube. Everything is all under Barbecue Friend. You also can find my recipes on barbecuefriend.com, and be on the lookout. We will be launching that website open to the public. And actually, if you have 5 minutes, I'll talk to you a little bit about what that site is. So I'm building this for the community. Basically, it is going to be a recipe-based website where users can come on, they can create accounts, and be able to create their own recipes, their own rubs, their own sauces, keep track of all the ingredients. You'll be able to search your favorite creators, search recipes. You could see ratings for different products that are on there, from the different types of fuels, different rubs, search restaurants, different equipment. It's basically going to be an online recipe book in your pocket. We'll have a mobile app for it. So we're getting there. This is something that I'm building personally. So it is me, the only one writing the code behind all of it. I'm posting it all. It is no major company behind it, and I will never sell it to a major company. So if you're looking for a backyard barbecue and a recipe site built by Backyard Barbecue for Backyard Barbecue, this is as homegrown as it gets.
Damn. When is that going? Do you know how close you are?
Yeah, I mean, I've got everything that I want in there for right now to be able to go live. I'm going through all of my testing just to make sure that I don't want to charge people money for a subpar experience. I want to make sure that what's going out there, and it's gonna, that the people are gonna get what they pay for. So I'm hoping in the next couple of months, but it will be absolutely 100% out by the end of the year. Like, no questions asked. And just to give an idea, I did mention, I did say, what you pay for. It is going to be a subscription-based service, but it is not going to be expensive. The whole idea behind it is to get the community there. I'm only looking to be able to offset the costs of what it costs for me to host this. And honestly, at the end of the day, if there are any profits and things made by this, we will be donating a good amount of it over to Operation Barbecue Relief. I know you had mentioned that before, but Stan's a good buddy of mine. Yeah, that's an organization that is near and dear to my heart. Love Stan, love everything he stands for and what they do. So if we as a community can give back, and this is a channel that the community is on and is putting money into, then I will take that and give it back as much as I can. So.
Yeah, no, I'm a big dude. I'm an Operation Barbecue. Have you ever volunteered?
Yeah, we've volunteered. We did. I mean, they came out here for
Wilmington.
Helene.
I know.
Yeah, for when the hurricanes came in. No, not even Wilmington. It was for Hurricane Helene. That came through, ripped up the mountains, Asheville and eastern Tennessee.
Oh yeah, I did 2 years ago. Yeah.
Yeah, that was huge here, and it was bad. They were here for I think 3 weeks or 4 weeks. And they served 1.5 million meals alone just in that. So that was a big one for me. We put together a whole bunch of partners. We had charcoal that we sent out. We sent up smokers. We did everything we could to try to get up there. I think we I think we ended up doing about 1,000 pounds of pork. So
Yeah, no, actually, when you guys were up there in the Carolinas doing that, I was down in. That was the first time they did four deployments at the same time. It was Eastern Tennessee. It was you over there in the Carolinas. I was down in Tallahassee. I was down in Tallahassee at that point. And then they had Pinellas County that was open, that was still trying to, clean up that area. And then, of course, the other one came through right after and really wiped out Pinellas County. And they were down there for a long time with the Pinellas County one. But I know they stayed up in, I don't know if the Eastern Tennessee one stayed as open as long as the Carolina one. But yeah, that was, and those guys, dude, I hate to tell you, those guys that were in Carolina, we were down there, in Tallahassee. I mean, we had we had five, six, seven. We had about 7 or 8 of the I think it's EDLXs. I mean, the big smokers.
Yeah.
And I know the guys in the Carolinas, they didn't have half the equipment that we had, and they were cranking it. So, I mean, kudos to all the volunteers and everything. I mean, I think that's great. The reason I was asking you the date time is I would love, and if you want to do it, I would love to have you press the go button live on Thursday Night Barbecue Chat. I think that would be like cool.
Yeah, I think we could definitely organize that for sure.
Yeah. It depends
100%.
on when it is, but I mean, whenever you're closer, let me know, because I can see who's scheduled and who's not scheduled and stuff like that. But I just see, that's the geek in me. I just love little goofy moments like that. I mean, it's exciting of Joey pressing a button. It's like, we're live. Okay, well, now what do we do with the rest of the show? But I mean, we can talk about other things. Maybe we can work out like a special promo code if you're like signing on to Thursday Night Barbecue Chat for the initial launch or something like that. I think that's great. I think that'd be a fun idea. See, that's the kind of weird stuff I like to do, because that's like, it's not even, it's just pressing the button to start a webcam. But I think that's cool. It sounds like an awesome website a little bit.
I appreciate
so that's
it.
cool. And I do like that it's homegrown, that it's not, you're not paying somebody to do all your stuff for you and then and then you're paying them to run your website and all this other stuff. This is all going to be done with you, and I love the Operation Barbecue Relief connection to it too. That's
the other thing too is when there's feedback from people, when somebody sends a message to the emails for support, I'm the one answering it. If they turn around and say, "Hey, I would love to have a feature that does this," like, all right, let me build it. It is. Oh, I don't like this. So what didn't you like about it? You're going to be talking to me, and okay, yeah, let's tweak that. I like that idea. And so if you're using it and you have feedback, like we can change it, and that's the best part about it. It's this is for the community. So when the community has feedback, we change it. It becomes it's going to morph and get better and get bigger, and hopefully take off. But that's the goal. That's the whole plan on it.
So be looking for that. Follow Joey on all his stuff. Barbecue Friend on all of his social media platforms. Great videos and stuff to watch too. So anyway,
I appreciate that.
Oh, you know what I forgot to ask? How's the weight loss going? Weren't you down on the weight loss thing?
Yeah, it's a roller coaster for sure. We did. So I started a GLP-1 back in March timeframe. I'm down 24 pounds so far, which is pretty. It was pretty good.
2 months.
Yeah. When you say it like that, it's only been 2 months. I think I'm on week 9 or 10.
Yeah, so you're right about it. That's a lot for 2. I mean, I obviously we're both kind of in the Zach of all trades says, yeah, buddy.
What's up, Zach?
So I mean, because we're both. I've actually I've been telling the story for a little bit, but January I was forced to take my diabetes seriously. So I mean, you're doing the GLP-1 stuff. I decided to try all natural first to see if I could do it. I got my blood sugar under control, all natural. But I'm down about 25, 30 pounds, but it's roughly in about that same time period. Dude, congratulations. That's great. 25 pounds in 2 months, dude. That's I know it seems longer for you because it seems longer for you because you're in the midst of battle, and I'm sure it seems like it's been longer when you're a barbecue person, everybody, and you're trying to change the way you eat and everything you do, especially like him, if he likes pizza and he likes beefs and he likes pulled pork and he likes all that other stuff. Barbecue people like to eat. That's been my biggest problem, is because I'm going to tell you right now, you know what my biggest thing that I crave more than anything else is spaghetti and pastas.
Yes.
I am a big pasta person and I can't have any of that. But man, I crave it. Like I see it on TV and it's just like,
yeah.
Oh, look at that meatballs and the spaghetti. I bet you that tastes so damn good. So, but
yeah, I mean, I'm like everybody else. I mean, everyone was like, well, why don't you exercise? It's like, there's only so much time in the day that I have.
Yeah.
I've got a family, got a daughter, I'm running, a 9-to-5 normal job, but I've also run this as a business and catering on top of that, building the website, editing videos. So like, there's just, the time consumption is there. And to try to squeeze, like, can you work out for 30 minutes? Sure, I probably could, but you got to think about, where is that workout going to be 15 minutes away? I'm in the middle of nowhere. So the closest gym is 25 minutes. So 25-minute drive to do a 30-minute workout, to do a 25-minute drive back. Now you're 2 hours out of the day just for that. It's hard. It's hard to carve that out. So unfortunately, my lifestyle doesn't really tend so much towards the whole, fitness and eat healthy piece. It doesn't work. So that's why I did try to go, the GLP-1 route. And it took a long time to convince myself like that was the way to do it. I was very hesitant on GLP-1s. I did a ton of research on it, and I waited until there was a micro dosing option where I wasn't being issued a major dose by a doctor who was just blindly sending out a dosage. I calculated down exactly how much I wanted to take for how long. So I'm not following like a doctor's regimen. I'm not following like the standard HIMSS, regimen. This is like, I'm structuring it, and I hate to say it this way, like if I was taking a steroid, like for working out and doing that, is a slow taper on to a max dosage. And then you stay at that max dosage for a specific amount of time. It's either you hit your weight goal or time frame. Like those are your two break points. So I have a goal in mind for weight. If I hit that, then I start my taper, and I start tapering off, and I slowly work my way down on dosage until I'm fully weaned off of it. And my goal is to maintain weight without being on the shot. So it's a journey. It's going to take some time, but I'm okay with that. I didn't want 50 pounds in a month.
Right.
And I didn't want 25 pounds in 2. I was aiming for 15 in 2 months. So it just went a little faster than expected.
Yeah. How old were the kids again?
So I only have a daughter. She's 10 years old. Yeah. But she plays softball. I coach her softball team. So we've got all of that going on too. It's, I'm a dad. I'm a backyard barbecue guy. Like it's real life. So
yeah, no. And I totally get it. I mean, look at Ryan that's not here today. I mean, his kid's 15 years old. He's at a soccer. Dude, I'm telling you, and I always say it on the shows. I know probably everybody, I'm at the end of that spectrum. My oldest son's going to be 25 this year. My youngest son is going to be 23 this year. They're out. They're on their own. I probably have time to work out. I haven't had to do it to lose the stuff and to control my blood sugars. But someone like you, to spend 2 hours of your time doing that, and I get it. It's to become healthy, but that's 2 hours less that you get. And you're right your kid's right at that age where they're perfect, because like in 3 or 4 years, it's going to become, okay, dad, I want to be with my friends. I want to do that. You're going to start getting into where they start gaining their independence. Like, dude, I wouldn't pass up. Dude, that age right in there between like 8 to like right around 11 to 12 or whatever it is. And maybe in the beginning of the teens, that was, dude, those are priceless. That's priceless right there. I mean, they can do everything. They can do this. You can have great times with them. And then, as they start developing their own lives and stuff like that, then you got to suffer through that. You're on the back burner thing for a little bit. And that's where I'm at right now. I'm on the back burner. I'm hoping that might come around at some point. And I'm waiting for the turnaround to where I become more of like a middle burner person, but whatever. congrats. I mean, they're both great kids, so I can't complain. They're awesome. So, but all right, now see, look at that. See, we got an hour and 40 minutes. So we were able to extend it out. I know there's a lot of times I try to end the show and I end up talking about something else again. But Joey, thank you for coming on. Let's look at that website thing, because I think that would be cool, because I think it's a cool website idea. We'll work on getting that on here. But thank you very much for sharing your story. Thank you for being on. And then that's it.
I appreciate it, guys. Thank you so much.
All right. See you, Joey.
See you.
I can see if I can get you off the screen here. I don't know how to get there. You go. All right, everybody. Another great episode of Thursday Night Barbecue Chat. Ryan, missed you as always. The technical stuff, I still don't get it. I wasn't able to get the second half of the sponsors up, which I do apologize for. Ray, Little Gringa, thank you very much for trying to get on. I know she loves to be on the show. She loves being the co-host and stuff like that. So I appreciate that you actually tried to get on, take your time to get on here and do that stuff. But we'll have you on again and stuff like that. Great show. Get the Barbecue Friend and check on all of his stuff. We'll try and see if we can get get a show scheduled up for when he goes live with that website. Always great to see everybody. Thank you for everybody that commented on Instagram, on Facebook, on YouTube. Thank you very much. Please give us a like. Please give us a follow. And then again, I'd like to end with prayers to the Machado family. Keep them in your hearts. Keep them in your minds and prayers for the loss of their son, Ty. And Joey, you're a great guy. So I feel for you. As a dad, I feel for you having two boys of my own. And the thought of that is just so heartbreaking to me. It was not what I expected to see this morning. It actually had to read the thing 2 or 3 times. But Joey, love you, your whole family. Prayers to all of you. Next week, there will not be a Thursday Night Barbecue Chat. I have a graduation that I have to go to. Ryan, I think, is going to be on a cruise again. I don't understand. This guy goes on more cruises than anybody I know. It's like he owns the boat. But anyway, and then I think Ryan will be back for most of the month himself. After the week after that, I will be on June 11th. There is a dinner in the Chicago area that for Operation Barbecue Relief that I've been invited to. So I will be doing that. So Ryan will hopefully be here the 18th and 19th, or 19th and 18th and 20 something. I will be on vacation. I may patch in from all 3 of those, but we'll see where I'm at and what I'm doing. But everybody, thank you again for watching the show. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you, everybody, for everything that is done. Thank you to our awesome sponsors who help make this show possible. And, of course, my co-host, Ryan. Can't wait till you're back, buddy. And it was kind of a rough one. But, we fought through it. I don't really need you, Ryan. But what can I say? You are part of the team. So, with that, I will sign out. Everybody have a great night. Have a great week. I will see you when I see you. And please be nice to Ryan while I'm gone. And hey, everybody, just enjoy yourself, enjoy life. If you see your kids, give them an extra hug tonight, and all that other stuff. And hey, peace and love. All right, everybody, have a great night.